Welcome to the Dragon Ball podcast.
All right, so are you ready to power up?
Yeah.
Because today we're diving deep into the Dragon Ball universe. We've got notes and excerpts
Oh, cool.
that point to a showdown of epic proportions.
Oh, wow.
And it looks like Goku and Vegeta are right in the thick of it.
Of course.
Are you ready to discover just how powerful these Saiyans have become?
Yeah.
Because things are about to get cosmically wild.
I love it. What's really interesting here is that this isn't just another tournament or a villain with a grudge.
Okay.
This time we're dealing with a threat, unlike anything the Dragon Ball universe has faced before.
Okay.
An ancient planet-eating sorcerer named Moro.
A planet-eating sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
I know, right?
What do we know about this Moro?
Well, it seems that he was imprisoned for ages.
Oh, wow.
But recently escaped.
Oh, no.
And his power.
Yeah.
He can actually absorb the life essence of living beings,
Oh,
even entire planets.
really?
Yeah, imagine the devastation if he set his sights on Earth.
Oh, man, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
And it says here he's on New Name It gathering Dragon Balls.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classic villain move, right?
Right, pretty much.
But what about our Saiyan heroes?
Yeah.
Where do they fit into all of this?
Well, Vegeta has been training intensely with Whis,
Right.
the angelic attendant of Geras, the god of destruction.
Of course.
And let me tell you, his power has skyrocketed.
Okay.
We're talking mountain-destroying levels of power here.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I know Saiyans are strong,
sure.
but wiping out a mountain with a finger snap? That seems like a bit much, even for Vegeta.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it highlights just how powerful these characters have become.
Okay.
Remember, we're in the realm of gods and beings who can manipulate reality itself.
Right.
Vegeta's training has unlocked abilities that are hard for us to even comprehend.
Okay, so Vegeta's powered up,
Yes.
and Moro's out there absorbing planets.
That's right.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It really does.
But the excerpt suggests that Vegeta actually wants to fight Moro on Earth.
Yeah, he's pretty confident.
That's a pretty risky move, isn't it? Bringing a planet eater to your home turf.
It is a bold move
Yeah.
and maybe a bit reckless, but that's Vegeta for you.
Droid.
Always pushing the limits.
Yeah.
What's fascinating is that Whis agrees to teleport Moro to Earth,
Really?
even though he knows the potential consequences.
Wow.
He even gives a little warning about things getting out of hand,
Right.
but he still goes through with it.
I guess even angelic beings like Whis have to let these Saiyans learn their lessons the hard way, huh?
Seems like it.
So what happens when Moro arrives?
Well,
Does Vegeta just blast him away with this newfound power?
not exactly. You
Not.
see, Moro is more resilient than anyone expected.
Right.
Vegeta tries to take him out immediately,
Right.
but Moro shrugs it off like it's nothing.
No way.
He even evades Vegeta's Hakai.
Wait, Hakai usually works. How did Moro survive that? That's got to be a blow to Vegeta's ego,
Yeah,
especially after all that training.
it is. And you know how Vegeta reacts to setbacks?
Right.
He gets angry.
Yeah.
And when a Saiyan gets angry, their power increases exponentially.
Oh, boy.
Moro's attack combined with Vegeta's rage triggers a transformation.
Oh, wow.
His aura changes color,
Mm.
a clear sign of an immense power surge.
Okay.
And he declares that he's mastered the power of a destroyer.
So he's basically saying he's on par with Beerus, the god of destruction.
Too much, yeah.
That's a pretty bold claim, considering how easily Beerus has handled him in the past.
It is a bold claim.
Yeah.
But what happens next seems to back it up.
All right.
The source material describes Vegeta unleashing an attack so powerful that it obliterates Moro, leaving absolutely no trace. Not even a speck of dust remains.
Whoa, hang on.
Yeah.
He completely wiped out Moro just like that.
Yep.
That's incredible.
It is.
But if he's that powerful now, what does that mean for the balance of power in the universe?
Ooh, good question.
What does Beerus think of all this?
Well, the excerpts say Beerus is absolutely astonished by Vegeta's display of power.
Really?
Yeah. Vegeta even declares himself a god,
Okay.
seemingly putting himself on the same level as Beerus.
Wow.
But Beerus, ever cryptic, warns Vegeta about forces in the cosmos that even gods fear,
Oh.
hinting at even greater threats lurking out there.
Ooh, talk about ominous foreshadowing.
Right.
So Vegeta thinks he's reached the pinnacle of power, but Beerus is suggesting there's a whole other level beyond that.
Exactly.
This is getting really interesting.
And just when you think things can't get any crazier,
Yeah.
there's a shocking turn of events.
Okay.
Beerus begins to disintegrate,
Wait, what?
his body literally falling apart.
Beerus is disintegrating.
Yeah,
But how? Did Vegeta do something?
it seems so.
What's going on?
The excerpts describe it as a consequence of Vegeta's attack. It seems that by reaching this new level of power,
Right.
Vegeta accidentally absorbed Beerus's essence,
Oh, wow.
causing him to fade away. It's a complete shock to Goku and Whis, and I imagine you're pretty surprised too, right?
Surprise.
Yeah.
I'm completely floored.
I know.
This is not what I expected at all.
It's wild.
So Vegeta accidentally absorbed Beerus's essence.
Yeah,
Does that mean he's even stronger now?
I think so, yeah.
What's going through his mind at this point?
Well, it seems that Vegeta realizes what he's done,
Okay.
that he's absorbed Beerus's power.
Mm-hmm.
And this realization seems to awaken a new level of ambition within him.
Okay.
The excerpts say he believes he surpassed even Zeno.
Hold on.
Yeah.
He thinks he's stronger than Zeno.
It appears so.
That seems a bit delusional, doesn't it?
It is a bold claim, especially considering Zeno's reputation.
Right. Zeno is the supreme ruler of everything.
Exactly. He's known for being both childlike and whimsical,
Right.
yet possessing unimaginable power.
Yeah.
It's a strange combination that makes him incredibly unpredictable.
And speaking of unpredictable,
Yes.
the excerpts say that Vegeta steals the Zeno button.
Oh, no.
You know, the button that can summon Zeno instantly?
Yeah.
Why would he do that? What's he thinking?
It seems Vegeta is driven by pride
Yep.
and this newfound sense of power.
Right.
Remember, he's always craved recognition, always wanted to prove his strength and superiority.
Right.
Challenging Zeno seems like the ultimate test for him, a
Yeah.
chance to validate his claims
Okay.
and solidify his place as the strongest being in existence.
Okay, so he summons Zeno, and I'm guessing things are about to get really tense.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Well.
Does Zeno unleash his power and obliterate Vegeta for his arrogance?
Not quite.
Oh, no.
Zeno arrives, and as expected, he's this bizarre mix of childlike wonder
Yep.
and overwhelming cosmic power.
Right.
But instead of erasing Vegeta,
Huh?
he proposes a game.
What kind of game?
A game of cosmic checkers.
Cosmic checkers.
Yeah.
Using planets.
Yep. Using planets as playing pieces.
Talk about high stakes.
I know.
This is insane.
It is, and it perfectly illustrates the contrast between Zeno's personality and the immense power he wields.
Yeah.
He seems to be treating this cosmic power struggle as a playful game,
Right.
but the stakes are incredibly high.
Yeah.
The fate of countless worlds hangs in the balance.
So what does Vegeta do?
Well,
Does he accept this challenge?
he does,
Oh, okay.
but he adds a twist of his own.
Oh.
He declares that each planet he captures represents San worth,
Oh, wow.
and if he wins, he'll surpass all gods of destruction.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
He wants to surpass all the gods of destruction.
Let's run
And
it.
he's tying it to the worth of his Saiyan heritage.
Exactly.
That's a lot to put on the line for a game of cosmic checkers.
It is. And what's even more surprising
Right.
is that Zeno, bless his little cosmic heart,
Right.
agrees to Vegeta's terms. He doesn't even seem to fully grasp the gravity of what Vegeta is asking.
Really?
The game board transforms.
Right.
The planets start pulsing with even greater power.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear that things are about to get really intense.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
I know, right?
Vegeta is playing cosmic checkers with the king of all universes,
Mm-hmm.
with the fate of entire planets and the power of gods hanging in the balance. I can't wait to find out what happens next.
I know, it's crazy.
But before we jump into the game itself,
Yeah.
let's take a quick pause.
Okay.
Think about this.
Yeah.
Vegeta went from wanting to defeat Moro to challenging the very being who governs all of reality.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is driving him to make such a bold move? We'll be right back to dive into the game and its consequences.
Can't wait.
Okay, so we left off with Vegeta and Zeno facing off in a game of cosmic checkers
Right.
with the fate of planets and the power of gods at stake. It's almost impossible to imagine what a game like that would even look like.
Right. The source material doesn't go into a lot of detail about the actual moves of the game.
Right.
It's more about the psychological battle taking place.
Right.
You have Vegeta, laser focused, calculating his every move, trying to predict Zeno's strategy.
Right.
And then you have Zeno, who approaches the whole thing with a childlike glee,
Yeah.
as if it's all just a fun pastime for him.
That's got to be unnerving for Vegeta.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's playing against a being who could erase him with a thought.
Right.
And Zeno's just giggling and having a good time.
Yeah.
How does Vegeta even handle that?
Well, he keeps his cool, at least on the surface.
Okay.
But you can sense the tension,
Yeah.
the awareness that one wrong move could have catastrophic consequences.
Right.
Each planet Vegeta captures adds to his power.
So the more planets he captures, the stronger he becomes.
Exactly.
That's a pretty terrifying thought, considering what he's already capable of.
It is.
What does this power surge feel like for him?
Well, imagine feeling the energy of entire worlds coursing through you,
Wow.
amplifying your strength and abilities beyond anything you ever thought possible.
Yeah.
It must be intoxicating, almost overwhelming,
Right.
but it's also dangerous.
Okay.
As Vegeta himself acknowledges later, this level of power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned heart.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
It's like the old saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
exactly.
So how does this cosmic game of checkers play out? Does Zeno put up a fight, or does Vegeta just steamroll him?
It's a strange back and forth.
Oh, really?
Vegeta is clearly the more strategic player,
Okay.
but Zeno's moves are unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
There are moments when it seems like Zeno is toying with Vegeta,
Oh, wow.
letting him get close to victory only to pull back at the last moment.
And that's got to be frustrating for Vegeta.
Oh, yeah.
But ultimately, who wins?
Yeah,
Does Vegeta achieve his goal of surpassing the gods of destruction?
he does.
Really?
After an intense battle of wits and cosmic energy, Vegeta captures the final planet and declares checkmate.
Oh.
At that moment, he's radiating power,
Right.
and you can almost feel his triumph through the source material.
Wow. He actually did it. He beat Zeno at his own game. So what happens then?
Well,
Does he get to cash in on his wishes?
he does.
Okay.
And his first wish is exactly what you'd expect from Vegeta.
Oh, yeah.
He wishes to surpass all gods of destruction,
Right.
ensuring that the Saiyan race is recognized and respected throughout the cosmos.
Okay.
It's a wish that speaks to his deep-seated pride in his Saiyan heritage
Right.
and his desire to see his people rise to prominence.
That's a pretty classic Vegeta move.
Yeah.
Wanting to be the best and make sure everyone knows it.
Right.
But the excerpts mention a second wish.
Mm-hmm.
What does he wish for?
This second wish is a bit more unexpected.
Oh, okay.
He wishes for planet Vegeta to be restored along with the Saiyan race.
Wait, he wants to bring back Planet Vegeta and all the Saiyans?
Yep.
But wasn't that destroyed ages ago by Frieza? Why would he want to do that?
It's a complex wish that reveals a different side of Vegeta.
Okay.
Remember, he grew up believing that planet Vegeta was a paradise, a testament to Saiyan strength and dominance.
Right.
Its destruction was a source of both shame and resentment for him.
Yeah.
By restoring it, he's not just rewriting history.
Right.
He's reclaiming his heritage, trying to right a wrong that has haunted him for years.
That's a really interesting point.
Yeah.
It's like he's trying to create the world he never got to experience. A world where Saiyans can thrive and reach their full potential.
Right.
But does Zeno actually grant this wish? Bringing back an entire planet and race seems like a pretty big ask, even for the king of all universes.
He does. With his usual cheerful demeanor, Zeno simply says, okay, and grants both of Vegeta's wishes.
Wow.
It's a reminder that Zeno operates on a completely different level than anyone else.
Right.
He wields unimaginable power with a childlike innocence, which makes him all the more fascinating and terrifying.
So just like that, Planet Vegeta is back.
Yep.
Along with all the Saiyans who perished years ago.
That's right.
I bet Goku's ecstatic to see his family again. But what about Vegeta? Do we get any insight into his emotions at this point?
The source material doesn't dwell on Vegeta's emotional state,
Okay.
but you can sense a quiet satisfaction in his actions.
Right.
He returns to planet Vegeta, observing the newly restored world with a sense of pride.
Okay.
He even encounters Goku's father, Bardock, who seems a bit bewildered by the whole situation.
Wow, Goku gets to meet his dad again. It's got to be an emotional reunion.
Yeah.
But wait, the excerpts mention that Vegeta actually teleports himself and Goku away from planet Vegeta before Goku even has a chance to talk to his father.
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
There's a sense of urgency in Vegeta's actions,
Right.
as if he knows something we don't.
Oh.
Remember Beerus's warning about forces in the cosmos that even gods fear?
Right.
It's possible that Vegeta is aware of some looming threat, something that requires their immediate attention.
Right.
And prevents him from lingering on planet Vegeta.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's like he's got a glimpse of what's coming next and it's not good.
Right.
But before they leave, does he say anything to Goku about this newfound power and responsibility.
He does.
What does he say?
He gives Goku a serious warning,
Okay.
reminding him not to mistake this whole planet-restoring, family-reuniting thing as a change in their rivalry.
Right.
He emphasizes that they're still Saiyans warriors driven by the pursuit of strength, and that their competition is what pushes them to become stronger.
Okay.
It's as if he's trying to ensure that Goku doesn't become complacent with this victory, that he doesn't lose sight of their shared purpose.
So even with Planet Vegeta restored and their families back, Vegeta is still focused on their rivalry.
It seems so.
It seems like competition is just ingrained in his Saiyan DNA.
Yeah.
But how does Goku react to this?
Goku, being Goku, is just happy to see his family and experience life on planet Vegeta again.
Yeah.
But you can tell that Vegeta's words resonate with him.
Right.
He understands that their rivalry is a fundamental part of who they are, and that it's what drives them to constantly push their limits.
It's like they're two sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
Both incredibly powerful Saiyans, but with very different approaches to life and combat.
Right.
But with all this talk about rivalry, it seems like the focus has shifted away from Moro completely.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Well,
Did Vegeta just forget about the planet-eating sorcerer after his game with Zeno?
that's a good question.
Sure.
The source material doesn't explicitly mention Moro's fate after Vegeta's power-up.
Okay.
It's possible that he was completely obliterated, as the excerpts suggest.
Right.
But it's also possible that some remnant of his essence remains,
Oh, interesting.
waiting for the right moment to resurface.
Right.
After all, in the Dragon Ball universe, death is rarely permanent.
Ooh, that's a good point. You never know what twists and turns might be lurking around the corner.
Exactly.
But for now, we have Goku and Vegeta, essentially gods among mortals,
Yeah?
standing on a reborn planet, Vegeta.
It's amazing.
What does this mean for the future of the Dragon Ball universe? And what challenges might arise from this newfound power? We'll delve into those questions and more when we return for the final part of this deep dive.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're back. We've got Goku and Vegeta standing on a restored planet. Vegeta's.
Yeah.
Their family's resurrected.
Pretty crazy.
And power levels that rival the gods.
I know.
Like the entire Dragon Ball universe has been reshuffled. Where do we even go from here?
It's a pivotal moment, isn't it? The source material leaves us with a sense of both hope and uncertainty.
Right.
We've got the Saiyan legacy restored, families reunited, a planet reborn.
Hmm.
But there's also this underlying tension,
Right.
a knowledge that power this immense can be a double-edged sword.
You're right. It makes you wonder if Zeno granting these powers and resurrecting planet Vegeta was a blessing or a curse in disguise.
Good question.
I mean, are Goku and Vegeta going to use their godlike abilities for good?
Right.
Or will they succumb to the temptations of ultimate power like so many villains before them?
It's the classic struggle between good and evil, but magnified to a cosmic scale.
Right.
What's interesting is that even with all this talk of newfound power and rivalry,
Yeah.
Vegeta seems to understand the gravity of the situation.
Right.
Just before they leave planet Vegeta, he gives Goku a pretty serious warning.
Oh, yeah. The excerpts mention that. What exactly does he say? It's like he can't even let Goku enjoy a heartfelt reunion with his family without throwing down a challenge.
He tells Goku not to mistake this whole planet-restoring, family-reuniting situation as a change in their dynamic. He reminds Goku that they're still warriors at heart, that their competition is what drives them to be stronger, to push beyond their limits.
So even with everything that's happened, Vegeta's still fixated on their rivalry. Yeah, it seems so.
I guess some things never change. But I think deep down, Goku appreciates that.
Right.
It keeps him sharp, keeps him striving to improve. What does he say in response?
The excerpts don't give us Goku's exact words,
Okay.
but you can sense that he understands.
Right.
He knows that their rivalry is a part of who they are, and that it is ultimately what makes them both stronger.
Yeah.
It's a complex relationship,
Yeah.
but one that has always been at the heart of Dragon Ball.
It's like they're two sides of the same Saiyan coin,
Exactly.
bound together by their shared heritage and their constant pursuit of power.
Right.
But where does that leave them now? What's next for Goku and Vegeta? The source material ends with them teleporting away from planet Vegeta.
Right. And it doesn't offer any concrete answers about what they'll face next.
Oh, okay.
But it does give us some tantalizing clues. We know that Goku and Vegeta are now essentially gods,
Right.
wielding power that surpasses even the gods of destruction. Yeah. And we know that Planet Vegeta is back, teeming with a whole new generation of Saiyans. That alone has the potential to shake things up in the universe.
Absolutely.
But what about the larger cosmic picture? What about those forces that Beerus warned Vegeta about? Did the excerpts give us any hints about that?
Unfortunately, they don't go into specifics,
Okay.
but it's clear that those forces are out there lurking in the shadows of the cosmos.
Yeah.
And considering that Burroughs, a god of destruction, seemed genuinely concerned about them,
Right.
it's safe to assume they pose a threat, unlike anything we've seen before.
Okay, so we've got these incredibly powerful Saiyans, a reborn planet full of warriors, and a looming cosmic threat that even the gods fear.
I know.
Talk about a recipe for an epic saga.
It's pretty exciting.
It's like the Dragon Ball universe is about to enter a whole new era.
It is, and that's what makes it so exciting. We're left with more questions than answers. But that's the beauty of it. It allows us to speculate, to imagine what challenges Goku and Vegeta will face, what new heights of power they'll reach, and how they'll ultimately use their abilities to shape the fate of the universe.
Exactly. It's like the possibilities are endless. New enemies, new transformations, new levels of cosmic chaos. It makes you want to jump into the next chapter right now.
It does, doesn't it? But even without knowing the specifics, we can draw some conclusions.
Yeah.
The excerpts make it clear that this isn't just a power upgrade for Goku and Vegeta. It's a fundamental shift in the cosmic balance of power.
That's a great point. They're no longer just powerful warriors. They're major players on the cosmic stage.
Yeah.
And their decisions, their actions, are going to have repercussions throughout the universe. It's a lot of responsibility for two Saiyans who love a good fight.
It is. And it makes you wonder, will they be able to handle it? Will they use their power wisely? Or will they become consumed by it, adding to the chaos instead of restoring balance?
Man, that's the big question, isn't it? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the Dragon Ball universe is never going to be the same again.
It's going to be wild.
And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the Saiyan saga. But before we go, I want to leave you with one final thought. If you could ask Goku or Vegeta one question about their future, what would it be? Think about the challenges they'll face, the choices they'll have to make, the potential for both greatness and destruction. What do you want to know? Keep those questions swirling in your mind because we never know when the next deep dive might take us right back into the heart of the Dragon Ball universe. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep reaching for those cosmic heights.